So, this is Miranda. I know that I have been severely lacking in YouTube videos lately because, well, like, stupid me lost her YouTube password, so I don't know how to get back into my. I lost the password, but I remembered the username, but apparently that's not good enough for YouTube. So, I had to make a new YouTube channel, so I'm kind of reviving that, putting a revival back on it. What do I want to say? School's going good. It's really stressful. Really, really, really stressful. Obviously, this is what I'm doing on my Friday night. It's kind of not great, but, it's really stressful because I really want to stay on top of my grades, and it's really hard because I'm taking extremely difficult classes, not necessarily in the subject material, but in terms of the teaching style of the professor. So I'm just trying to stay on top of it as much as possible. But I have an A in math, which is good, because before I didn't pass math, so now I have an A in math, and it feels pretty damn good. Um, as far as book stuff goes, um, yeah, that's becoming like War and Peace, the great American novel. It's just becoming just this long drawn out thing. The only thing that I'm going to say about it is editing a book, especially about yourself, and having to talk about things that are really, really personal, is really freaking hard. It's extremely difficult. So I just want it to be absolutely perfect for all of you. I want it to be an accurate sorry, I have the hiccups. I want it to be an accurate representation of who I am, so that when you guys read it, actually, a lot of you know me, and a lot of you are excited about it because you're like, great, I get to read it. Like, I know who she is, but now I get to read it. You don't know who I am because after you read this book, I think some of you are going to be in shock. One of the people being pretty much my whole family, because there's stuff in that book that I haven't told them because I'm much better at writing my feelings down than expressing them verbally. So, yeah, so that's gonna be great. But I wanted to kind of talk about, since my blog is for writing, but it's also for miscellaneous things, I kind of want to talk about just the book, because I know that some of you have been asking me, how's that going? Like, we haven't heard anything, and is it still coming? Did you actually write it? I actually wrote it. It's in my computer. But what I want to say is, for me, a constant roadblock has always been that I'm afraid of what people. I was afraid. I was really afraid when I was in high school because I started writing the book when I was 16 and 15, actually 15. So I was really young. I had no idea what I was doing. I look back at the things I wrote and I'm like, did you actually write that? That really sucks. So I have to go back and, make sure it sounds like, what the hell? Sorry. That was just a weird text I got from somebody. Um, I wrote that, like I was saying, I started writing it when I was 15, so there's elements in the beginning that you're just like, okay, this is cool, but now that I'm older, I look back on it differently than I did when I was 15. So I have to kind of go back and fine-tune things, and by fine-tune, I mean every single sentence, because I want to make sure that it reflects not only who I was at 15, but also who I am now, and it's kind of hard to find that balance, but it's working out well. Definitely the hardest part about writing this and editing it has been, I've always been worried since I started writing it. I ran the risk of, if I write this, there are going to be some very unhappy people, and I know who they are, and I know who they're going to be, and, but the biggest thing that I've learned through writing this is that you have to write the way that you see things, and the way that you're experiencing them, and your thoughts, and your feelings, and what you think and what you believe in, you have to do it for yourself. And I think that that's what was missing when I was younger, was I was just like, oh, I'm afraid. What if I put this in there? So I'd type something and then I delete it. I type it and then I delete it. And I type it and then I delete it. But the one thing that I've learned from being, oddly, a Lady Gaga fan is that she doesn't really care if what she writes people aren't a fan of, and, or what she does. She just does it. She goes out and does it. And I really admire that kind of spunk that she has, because I don't necessarily have that, I don't want to say spunk, that's the wrong word, but she's got a lot of just like raw. Like, she can just go out and do it. Like, I swear to God, she dressed like a troll, and today in Berlin, well, it looked like a troll. I'm sure it wasn't a troll. Sorry, Gaga, but you look like a troll. She dressed like a troll in Berlin, and it was just, and then she stood on top of a post thing in Berlin and was like holding a seance or meditating or whatever she was doing. I don't know, it was weird. But I like having weird Gaga back. I didn't like the one that like was just like, whatever, I like weird Gaga. I enjoy her. So, anyway, so she has a lot of, she has a lot of nerve, and I didn't really have a lot of nerve when I first started writing the book, because I was afraid of what people would say, and I still do, kind of. I don't have a lot of that, I'm just gonna write this and see what happens. I'm still very scared, but the only difference is, in what I've learned from Gaga and what she's kind of instilled in me, is like, yeah, there are gonna be people that are not gonna like what you write, and there are gonna be people that are gonna write comments and, anonymously or otherwise, and you're just gonna be like, I don't know you, like, why are you saying that? And it's gonna hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, I know who I am as a person, and I know that this book is something special to me, and hopefully it'll be special to all of you, because it took me a long time to write, obviously. So, yeah, so with the book, just bear with me. It has to be out definitely before this summer. So, I'm working on it, and I'm working hard. So that's your little announcement. It'll definitely be out before this summer. So I'm working on it, and I'm working on it hard, because I've set a deadline for myself with the person that is helping me edit it and making it all pretty. So, it'll probably be out on iPads before anything else, and then I'll worry about everything else when, like, actual copies when I can. But, for right now, I'm still working on the edits, but you guys will get it, I promise, because I'm kind of tired of seeing it, so I have to get it out sometime. So, that's my book update. As far as everything else goes, I want to talk about one thing, and one thing only, before I leave this video thing. Can Lady Gaga fans, not all of them, just some of them, me not included in the some of them, can you just let her be? Let her go? And for anybody else who, like, is in a fandom and is, like, super obsessed with somebody, just let them be. Let them go. Just let them be famous. Like, I don't understand what the big thing is. Me speaking as a Lady Gaga fan, I freaking adore her, dude. I love her to death, but I don't think that we need to say, if she gets engaged, I don't know if she's engaged, I'm not trying to start a rumor. If she's engaged, cool, great, fantastic, woohoo, like, she's engaged, let her be engaged, let her be happy, she has a right to that, she's like 27. If she wants to release a really shitty song, I'm not saying your songs are shitty, your songs are far from shitty, actually, I've been working out to them and I love them. But if she wants to release a really shitty song and you don't like it, just let her release it. So what? You're not the boss of her. I just want to say that whole control thing that we've got going on with certain celebrities. Like, I've seen a bunch of fan bases do it. Like, um, Lady Gaga's is the biggest one, I think. But I see a lot of fan bases do it because I'm really into pop culture and it really interests me how I actually took a class on it, or I'm going to take a class on it, Rhetoric of Popular Culture, and if you have a class like that at your school, take it. It's fun. Um, I'm really interested in how people are so affected by the media and by what one person does. I mean, I can't believe that Lady Gaga has like 43 million Twitter followers and I'm just over here like, yeah, I would like 43 million blog followers. You know, I mean, I don't understand how she does it. I don't get it. I don't understand how she deals with some of the fans that she deals with. It's kind of creepy, some of the stuff that they do. But yeah, I'm not one of those fans. I'm more of a just I admire her music. I admire the person that she is and I just I love her to death. So, um the other thing I want to talk about that was a big question on my blog actually. I got a million emails about it. Facebook. I deleted my Facebook, people. Facebook is boring. Facebook Okay, the Facebook itself, I liked being able to communicate with my mom. Hi, Mom. Hi. Okay. I like being able to communicate with my mom and a few other people who know who they are because I was constantly communicating with them. But, okay, this is. What? Sorry. Um, that's rude, but I got a weird text from my friend. Um, my Facebook is no longer active. Actually, it's pretty much dead because I deleted it, so I know it's dead. But I kept in touch with a lot of people on there. I would post statuses. I got into a few Facebook arguments, so I've been there. I've done that. I was just bored with it. It's kind of boring. It's just yeah. And they added like a bunch of stuff where you could see who people were friends with. You could see, I don't care who you're friends with. Like, okay, you're friends with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't care. Um, and some of the stuff that I posted, I realized, okay, this is Facebook. This is not your journal. This is not your diary. Just tone it down. So I stopped, and I was just kind of over it. And it was also a really big distraction in my schooling, and but it paid off because I got straight A's in the summer. So, and yeah, so that's pretty much that with that. But I do have an Instagram. And if you go to my blog, www.mirandacasanova.com, you can see that I have all the links to all my social networks, including Tumblr, Polyvore, which, girls, if you do not have a Polyvore, get one. It's amazing. It's lovely. I have Pinterest. Um, what else do I have? Sorry, my computer locked me out. I have Twitter, and then let me just explain that because that was really awkward because my computer locked me out. I have Polyvore, I have Pinterest, I have Tumblr, I have Blog Lovin'. You'll see that if you go to the side of my blog on the right side, and there's like a little Eiffel Tower that lights up. That's Blog Lovin'. So I have Blog Lovin', I have Pinterest, I have Tumblr, I have Polyvore, I have Instagram, and I have Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I don't know why I keep saying it that way, but I'm on Twitter. Um, most of the time. I really like to keep up with, Lady Gaga and that's pretty much it. Just Lady Gaga. But yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram because those are the two of my favorite sites. I post like 3 pictures a day to Instagram. I'm kind of an Instagram addict, so sorry, not sorry, just let it be known. Um, so yeah, so I deleted my Facebook. Facebook is not coming back for a while, and what I mean by while is at least until after my book is out, and even if I make a new one, it's probably just going to be a fan page. So, yeah, so this little video was interesting. Don't really know why I recorded it, but wanted to say hello to you all. And I also wanted to give a shout out to my friend Ashley Singleton, who is just the greatest, and she actually has a blog called Craving Oxygen. Well, that's her Tumblr, but also her blog. Craving Oxygen is her blog, and she has cystic fibrosis. She can explain it better than I can, and I'm not going to try and explain it because I might explain something completely wrong. But it is a life-threatening disease, and it is a life-shortening disease, and she's just a rock star, and she handles it so well. And it wasn't until I actually, researched more of her blog, not just read the, posts, that she actually gave me a shout-out, and she said that I inspired her to write the blog, so I was like, what? That's so cool. But, yeah, so another thing before I leave, sorry, I keep thinking of things that I can talk about. I am also starting a little business of my own. It's not really a business, it's more of a tutoring service for English because I am an English major and I realize that I'm really good at it and I'm really good at nitpicking papers. So even my Seal Beach, Los Alamitos, and Los Al friends, just if you need help in English, just email me your papers and I won't write them for you, but I will edit them for you. So you actually have to give me something to edit, and I will edit them for you and give you feedback. And for people that live in my area, obviously we can set up a place and a time and yeah. I don't know how much I'm going to charge because I don't really like charging people for things, but I guess I should start. But yeah, so those are my announcements. Those are my updates. I love you guys. Thank you so much for reading my blog and being so supportive. And I love, 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 love you. And I will be making a visit to Los Al soon. I'm going to try to make one soon to visit all of my loves, Katie, Lauren, Maddie, um, Hannah Wing, just a bunch of people that I just really need to see. So, I love you guys, and thank you so much for following me on my blog and just following me on my journey and reading all my nonsense posts. Some of them are nonsense posts. Just thank you for all the support, and I love you guys so much. So, have a good Friday night and a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys on Monday. All right, bye.